Hi, my name is John Jackson, and I'm the president of William Jessup University. Here at William Jessup, we're committed to impacting culture. And one of the ways we've determined to do that is by engaging in serious scholarship and research. One of the areas I'm so excited about is the launch of our Institute of Biodiversity and Environment. Because we're committed to the idea of creation care, we specifically want to study the beautiful works of the Creator. It gives me great privilege to now introduce to you the director of our institute, Dr. Michael McGran, who's also a professor of environmental sciences here at William Jessup University.
We are currently experiencing an unprecedented loss of species. We are in the midst of a global biodiversity crisis. Biodiversity includes not only the numbers of species at any given location, but all the animals, plants, microbes, and all the ways species interact with other species and with the environment. Biodiversity provides for us food, medicine, the natural resources that drive our economy, recreational opportunities, and spiritual rejuvenation. Biodiversity enriches our daily lives. It is truly a priceless treasure. Humans excel at modifying the landscape through land use change, pollution, and even climate change. All these factors can act together to reduce the diversity of life we see and experience all around us. In response to this crisis, our mission at IBE is to inform and to motivate the conservation, preservation, and restoration of biodiversity through research, education, and the dissemination of knowledge. We are building a rich, interdisciplinary research agenda that engages our students and faculty with scientists, scholars, decision makers, nonprofit organizations, and entrepreneurs from outside the Jessup community. Our goal is to impact decision making locally, regionally, and throughout the globe. We are building collaborations with local stakeholders, including the Placer County Conservation Program.
I have truly enjoyed actively participating in the development of the Placer County Conservation Plan. The program conserves roughly 47,000 acres of land in western Placer County, guaranteeing it in perpetuity as habitat for sensitive species, agriculture, and open space, but also significantly reduces time and uncertainty for people or businesses that want to build in the unincorporated areas of South Placer and the city of Lincoln. The result will be a dramatically streamlined permitting process. Currently, that process is managed by several state and federal agencies, but now will be managed collaboratively amongst the City of Lincoln and Placer County. Our model is a very comprehensive model and we think would be a great template for other jurisdictions throughout the country to use. We are very pleased to be working in collaboration with the Institute for Biodiversity and the Environment, which will help us with field research, monitoring, and baseline reporting. With William Jessup's faculty and interns, the program will grow much more professionally and at a much faster rate than it would be able otherwise. We are very excited to be working together on this exciting endeavor.
Another local project includes a collaboration with the Western Placer Waste Management Authority. We are investigating the environmental chemistry of a landfill located just a few miles from our campus. This work includes researching the biology and chemistry of the landfill leachate, investigating the composition of landfill soils, production of gas emissions, and investigating the efficiency of several technologies in the conversion of green waste to compost. Our scholarship is truly interdisciplinary, drawing upon the humanities as well. One of our projects, entitled The Pacific, Historical and Environmental Frontiers, investigates the ways that local cultures in California and along the Pacific coast have shaped our environment over time. We are mining the historical archives for data relating to marine mammal hunting in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, and we are mapping patterns of historic sea otter hunting in the Channel Islands and in Baja California. Internationally, our work extends to tropical marine ecosystems in Haiti. The Caribbean has been marked by catastrophic loss of coral and fish biodiversity. In Haiti, overfishing has had major impacts, fishing down the food chain so that all that remains is small, juvenile fish. Reefs are being overgrown by algae, and biodiversity continues to decline. We are providing the science to help guide the management of this nation's vital natural resources. The Pacific Crest Trail Biodiversity Megatransect is a very ambitious, regional-scale project. This project uses the Pacific Crest Trail as a survey route in which to track changes in the populations of birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles. The Pacific Crest Trail is a continuous hiking trail that extends through California, Oregon, Washington, from Mexico to Canada, a total of 2,650 miles, through a diverse range of habitats from deserts to lush forests to high alpine meadows. Teams of undergraduate student researchers, led by faculty, hike the trail while systematically collecting data across thousands of survey sites. Our work on the PCT has allowed us to document the seasonal timing of the breeding behavior of birds. Our goal now is to track how birds may or may not adapt their breeding behavior to climate change in coming years. Not only do we survey for birds on the PCT, but we will also include fish and amphibian species in our surveys. We employ a cutting-edge field technique that uses environmental DNA, or eDNA. We can detect fish and amphibians in streams and lakes based simply on the DNA fragments left behind in the water from cells that have been sloughed off the bodies of these animals. Tracking the response of these species to climate change promises to impact conservation decisions well into the future. Our research is holistic. Although driven by the conservation science, our scholarship also explores psychological well-being and spiritual formation. We are exploring how students respond psychologically to intense wilderness experiences of hiking along the PCT. Of significant interest is how a rite of passage wilderness experience might facilitate an emergence into adulthood. This psycho-spiritual study examines domains of identity formation, disorientation as a mechanism of change, and the effects of mentors and spiritual formation practices on emerging adults as a rite of passage. IBE is characterized by being an interdisciplinary community based in a Christian university, and our desire is to build lasting collaborations across boundaries of faith, both within and outside Christian circles. We seek advisors and visiting scholars from across the many sectors of our society: business persons, entrepreneurs, scientists, policymakers, government agencies, the environmental industry, nonprofit organizations, pastors, and theologians. We invite you to join us, to share with us your ideas, and to help guide us on our research agenda as we move forward.